Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about the crazy increase in the market that we recently saw for certain single cards that have been astronomical gains. They've been so completely, they've gained so much. Many would say it could be market manipulation, but basically the main idea is that people believe that these cards will spike with the new incoming sets or whatever, or market manipulation, call it whatever you want. But these cards, we got the Greninja is one of them, and the Stained Glass Birds promo from Hidden Fates, another one. And these ones are not the only ones. There's a couple other promos and other cards, I believe, but I want to talk about these specifically because I own them, and I actually own 20 copies of these Stained Glass Birds promo cards. And no, I did not buy into the FOMO. I just had them sitting around because it's actually a funny story. In 2021, when I just got into it, I started with Hidden Fates and I bought like 25 Hidden Fates ETBs because that's when they reprinted them. Bought them from distro and I sold the packs loose, and I ended up with a lot of Hidden Fates promos, right? And I just sat on them because I thought they were crazy undervalued for 20 bucks a piece, and I think they even fell lower at some point, and I just sat on them, and now I'm grading them because I stand by the best way to make money in Pokemon is grading the cards. Like, you can just have a regular EX if it's in great condition and it's an old card from Black and White. It can be worth upwards of $500 in a PSA 10. So I'm grading these. I'm grading a holo from Evolutions. Those do very well in a 10. Got some character art rares, some promos. This is I think it's a art rare. It's from, I don't even know where I got this, but I'm grading this one. And this Charizard EX, it does really well in 10 as well. So basically old cards and some nice modern cards, like the Journey Together promo. I think I got like 11 of these because they do extremely well in a 10. So yeah, these are just some graded cards that, oh, and I got this one from the PSA magazine. Just some, either some cool cards or some good performers. We got these, the Pikachu Pokemon Together, and I also got the Eevee that you could get from the Pokemon Center with like a $20 purchase. So I'm talking about these today because I wanted to talk about both the crazy influx in these singles and also my love for grading cards because I think they yield great. So let's set them down there and let's talk about it. So these cards have seen a crazy gain recently. Like, I think the Stained Glass promo from Hidden Fates, the Elite Trainer box, the birds, that went up like 250% in like the last month. The graded PSA 10s are now going for like 600 Canadian, where they were going for like, I swear they're going for like maybe 200 or less in like just like a month or two ago. And now the raw card is going for 200. It's absolutely insane. And I want to talk about this because it's crazy and many might fall into the trap of buying these as investments and hoping they'll go up. If you look at the art of a card, usually it's really difficult to buy a single or hold a single and expect it to go up long term. Even if you're picking like very well, you could safely pretty much say that if you bought a Charizard card and held it, it would do well over time. But singles are so volatile that it's really difficult. I have picked some cards that I do hold right now, like 70 copies of, that I think will do extremely well. But it's never going to be as nearly as large as the position I would hold in sealed products because they're just way more secure and they do appreciate so well. But I did want to talk about them because people should not buy into the FOMO because usually these will crash soon. That's why I'm grading them now. But I have spoken about this a couple times that I believe graded cards are a great way to make money because you can take a nearly a very low value raw card and turn it into a lot. Like I think the raw card of the regular EX is like 10, but in PSA 10 you get like for 500 because of how hard the older cards are to grade. So if you got a good condition one, you should grade it. But also the promos, like the stamped promo for the Journey Together box, those do really well as well, and I think in a 10, and I think they're fairly easy to grade. Usually the modern cards are fairly easier to grade, so I'm submitting like 11 copies. And the stained glass birds promo, obviously, because since I have them, might as well capitalize, right? Because this is basically my big idea. Not revolutionary, pretty obvious to most maybe, but a lot of newer people may not know this, but like this crazy appreciation is not normal, and if you buy now you probably will lose money. Honestly, I would have said it's a great buy when it was $20 and I had a lot of copies, but you know, I would still say don't dabble into single cards, especially if you're just starting out. Start with sealed, start with booster boxes, start with Pokemon Center ETBs. But you could, if you wanted to buy singles, you could purchase some great like $10-20 promos that have phenomenal art, that feature just great, like just timeless Pokemon like Pikachu, Charizard, Eevee, the Evolutions, those kind of Pokemon that are still overlooked at the moment, and hold them or grade them, and potentially in the future they will spike massively, just like the Birds promo did, and just like that Greninja. I think there was a couple others that spiked as well, and you could just hold on to those, but definitely do not get into those now. If you missed the train on the Birds, just don't get into it. But if you did, I would suggest now is the time to sell. Now, it could keep going up, but if history repeats itself again, like it usually does, they'll likely trend downwards, crash within the next month, who knows, but it's pretty likely. It may still go up, but again, I don't like to play those games. If I have the chance to exit at a huge gain, like at like more than 10x my money, I'll take it. If I can 30x my money right now, I'm gonna do it as soon as I can, because you know, I don't play with singles like that. You know, you really don't know whether they can crash or keep going up. So if you made significant gains, especially like me, if you made 30x on the Birds promo, sell. And cards like the Journey Together promo, that I honestly think it might keep appreciating because you know, the enhanced boxes, they might not make them in a future reprint as like enhanced boxes. They might make them as just regular boxes, because apparently the distributor said that it was a nightmare for them to make the box toppers and put them in the boxes. So it might be a great hold, but yeah, this whole video boils down to creating cards is great, as I love to say, but also don't buy into the hype of the crazy market manipulations, crazy market spikes, whatever you want to call it, of this certain singles, the certain promo cards right now. But if you have them, capitalize and sell if you don't want to take that risk, because it's a beautiful gain that we've made. If you had it before this recent spike, you made beautiful gains, so just sell if I were you, because that's what I'm doing. But yeah, you can do whatever you want, and if you decide to buy into it, let me know, because I want to see how that goes for you. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys are doing, buying, selling, grading, for especially pertaining to these certain Pokemon that spiked, these cards that spiked recently, and let me know if you think I'm wrong, and trying to grade these as soon as possible and sell them off. Yeah, that's what I think about this recent spike. And click on the videos you see if you want to hear more from me about investing, starting a Pokemon business, all that. And yeah, subscribe to join the journey, and see you guys in the next one.